The juice is loose. Welcome back, Mountaineers. Today we're going to be reviewing Tim Burton's latest film, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, Don't Say It a Third Time. And this review will contain spoilers for the movie, as long as you can keep all the plot strains together. Tim Burton is back, baby! After a series of, let's say, unfortunate movies, culminating in Disney's Dumbo, he's back with a sequel to the 1988 classic. They even were able to bring back a lot of the original cast, with Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, Winona Ryder, of course, and they infused, a current goth icon with Jenna Ortega. For a sequel that came almost 40 years after the original, I feel like they did a pretty good job of sticking to the winning formula without feeling too fan servicey. That is, except that they had so much going on, so many different plot lines. I'm going to attempt to rattle off as many of these plot lines as possible, and I may look down at my computer occasionally because it is really hard to keep all of these straight. All right, let's go for it. 1. Jenna Ortega has a crush on a guy who turns out to be a ghost/zombie serial killer who's trying to switch places with her. 2. Winona Ryder is the host of a tacky TV show where she communes with ghosts in people's houses. 3. Winona Ryder's boyfriend is encouraging her to have this TV show, wants to marry her, and keep this gravy train going. 4. William Dafoe is a detective who is trying to investigate the case of a couple murders in the spirit world. 5. Beetlejuice's ex-wife, Tim Burton's current girlfriend, reassembles herself and sucks the soul out of Danny DeVito, who's a janitor, and then is going on a rampage trying to seek revenge on Beetlejuice. 6. Beetlejuice still wants to marry Winona Ryder after all these years and is really a big creep about it. 7. Winona Ryder's dad dies, which is the event that brings them all back to the original house. And he gets a shark fin tombstone, which is iconic. And then this is the last one I can remember, and they're in no particular order, but 7. Jenna Ortega is mad at her mom and says that ghosts aren't real because her mom has never been able to communicate with her dad, even though she desperately wants it. And yeah, daddy problems. Needless to say, this movie was all over the place, but I don't think Tim Burton is really known for his cohesive narrative structure. It's more aesthetics and vibes, which this movie had plenty of.
So just go along and have fun, dummy.
Now, I really like the weirdness of this movie, the wackiness, but let's see what people on Letterboxd had to say. First up, we have Sydney, who says, I get it, Tim. If I was dating Monica Bellucci, I would also write her into the movie for no reason. And truthfully, similar to William Dafoe, she felt kind of thrown in. Not that that was necessarily a bad thing. Next, from Cool Guy Tim, Justice for Bob. Rip Bob. When he got his soul sucked, it was honestly an emotional part of the movie for me. Lastly, the Film Drunk says, my ask is very simple for this movie. I want good vibes. And that's what I got. Thank you very much. I would say I went into the movie with a similar expectation, and I was not disappointed. As someone who just barely watched the first Beetlejuice movie this year, I didn't have that nostalgia factor going for me coming into the movie, but I still had a ton of fun with the wacky zaniness of what was going on in Tim Burton's created world. The absurdity of the whole wedding song the absurdity of the wedding song sequence, along with the scenes that had baby Beetlejuice in them and were totally unhinged. I love that. It had me laughing out loud. Even though narratively it's not the best movie and it definitely had its issues, I enjoyed it, so I will give Beetlejuice Beetlejuice a 3.5 out of 5 on the Mountain Meter. Now, if you enjoy my reviews and movie analysis, I'd ask you to click that subscribe button and help me with my goal of reaching 50 subscribers before the end of September.
Just hit that subscribe button, bozo.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Burton.